reading. This is going to be for the month of January 2025. I hope all of you are doing great. Happy New Year. Also, if you're coming across this video outside of January, I do set the intention that you were guided here for a reason and that you find a message here for you today. All right, so let's get started. We have a couple oracle cards on the table already. One of them is the Moonstone, which represents cycles. And then you also have the Village card here from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. So there's something about you and people, okay? And I think I've been getting this the last couple of readings for you that you're trying to hold your stance within a group of people, hold your opinion, hold your choice, right, and your decision while others are coming in and providing you with their feedback or their opinions or trying to persuade you differently. I also have been sensing a lot of drama within your environment as well. So I don't know if that's going to change this month or in this reading, but the Village is making me feel that these individuals are still playing a role here in some way. And then I'm also hearing it takes a village to, I don't know, get anything done, right? Like typically I always hear it takes a village to raise a child. But as we go through our lives as human beings, it is very, how can I say, unlikely that we don't have others involved in our life, or unlikely that we never have help, right, from our family or the people that love us or our surroundings in some way. So I don't know if you are about to embark on something new where you're going to need the assistance of your family or the assistance of others to get something going, to build something, to create something here with the Village. But it's also telling me that there's something about cycles happening. So this could be like bloodline karma, or it's like this family energy, right? Like how your parents were raised or how your parents went about life. And then that is because of how their parents raised them, right? And so now it's your turn, or you are about to do something big. And it's like, are you going to break a cycle and do it your own way and go off and do this thing the way it's meant for you, the best result, the best outcome? Or are you going to follow the footsteps of your parents or your family, your bloodline, and do things the same way they did it, right? So there may be some decision making, or, thinking about these two concepts, like, do I want to do it the way my parents did it, or do I go off on my own path, right? And it could be at any stage of life. I'm not just targeting the younger crowd. If you are, older and, in your 40s, 50s, not saying that 40s and 50s is old because I'm 40 and I'm not old, but whatever. I'm just saying that it could be anything big, right? It's like, how did my parents do it? Am I going to do it the same way, or am I going to do it my own way? So that's what I'm getting with these two cards. So let's see how this plays out in your reading today. We're going to get a few cards for your personal energy for this month. Get a sense of where you're at, mind, heart, body, and soul. All right, Leo. What is up with the Leo this month? Ooh, the Empress. Beautiful. Love that for you, especially the first card out. What else? The King of Air. Yeah, so you're very decisive at this time. You are feeling really good. You are sitting on your throne. You are getting your way. And the Three of Earth. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I love this energy for you. It's very positive this month. I think that you are very motivated. And your strategy, like the plan that you have made to get where you're at now, to get to this Empress state, the plan, you have followed it to a T. It's almost as though you typed it all out, you wrote it all out, or whatever. And it's just like, you've been working at these goals or at this strategy for quite some time. And all of that intellectual projecting your future and knowing how one thing is going to affect another, you've been able to see the future, right? So you were always a few steps ahead of where you had to be, so you can make sure that you get what you want. Okay, so with the Empress card, I feel like you have gotten that thing, and you're sitting really, really pretty in your state at this time. The Three of Pentacles here. This is building something with someone, with a group of people. Okay, so it could be around communicating and enlisting like-minded people. It could be leading these people even and sharing your ideas and sort of like leading by example and telling people, you know, your experience and how you did the thing, or what is the best way to go about a situation. So I don't know if you're like in a leadership position or not, but it could also be literally building something with someone. All right, so two people on the same page, people, not just two people, but a group, right? People on the same page, getting their hands dirty, getting in the mix, being involved. I don't know, there's like charity going on or helping, you know, other people in this month in some way, or somebody is helping you as well. But it's like getting in there, right? I don't know, like maybe you're cleaning house or moving. Maybe you're working on your garden even, or like a social project or an environmental project in some way as well. I do feel a lot of like earthly, outside, outdoors movement. Okay, so this could be just like moving from one place to another. I'm feeling a lot of movement and a lot of hands involved, and, you know, vehicles moving around and things like that. So, I don't know what that is. You let me know. But anyway, so the King of Air, male or female here, mixed with the Empress card. You're so powerful, you know, like you really have your stuff together. You really have it going on, whatever it is. You are attracting more into your life. You're attracting abundance and prosperity and luxury and pleasure and love and money. All the beautiful things that the Empress and Venus comes with, right? So I am feeling celebration as well. What else here? I know that the King of Air is depicted in this way. I don't know if you can really see the image here, but like other readings, it's made me feel a certain way. But in this reading, it's making me feel like you're sort of in awe. Like how can I say, like you're speechless, or like you're sitting around and you're like, I can't believe this happened, or I can't believe I did this, or it's almost as though some sort of magic has happened in your life and you created it, right? So I don't know if anybody here does magic or is into witchcraft, or, you know, even if it's just like working on a creative project or something. But anytime that you create something, or when you feel like a specific, how can I say, like, I guess spell has come through, or one of your magical powers have shown itself or something like that, it always makes you feel this sense of like awe, right? Like a little, like, I can't believe I just did that. Like I just did that, you know? So it's like very magical energy. Well, what I'm doing now is I'm getting some cards for your environment. I want to see what's up around you. This could be in the form of people, situations, circumstances. So far, you have the Knight of Earth and the 10 of Air. One more, please. And the 4 of Earth. With the King of Earth, or King of Pentacles at the bottom. Well, this person in your environment is feeling a little different, okay? This is a Knight of Pentacles. So this is a slower moving character, slower moving personality, very cautious, very practical, very wants to work smarter, not harder, is okay with having patience if it means that they're going to get something of value in return. Very selective and very picky, I'm feeling, about where they're putting their energy. So I don't know who this is to you, but you know, with that description, you probably know. And then it just feels like they're going through an ending or through a shift, a change, a cycle has ended for them recently. And I don't know, they're trying to hold on to whatever is left of their old chapter or their previous chapter. There's some resistance going on here. I don't know if it's based off of fear, or extreme caution. But it does feel a little stubborn. I feel like this person can start to become, you know, moody and project in this way, and it's going to be reflected through a little grumpiness or a little moodiness. And it's just because they're getting used to the fact that something has ended. A chapter in their life has ended. All right. So while you are basking in your accomplishments and your abundance over here, you know, it's something to keep in mind that because you're a king of air, male or female, you could be desensitized and detached to your fellow human, your person, your people. And so it's important to understand that or realize that, especially if you're trying to work with them and trying to like get them on board or get them to buy into something. If you find that it's difficult for you to do that, it's because they're not expressing how they're feeling, and I don't think you're picking up on how they're feeling either. So if you come across this reading, you're going through that, please take that seriously, because I think that that's the only way for you to really, really take this Three of Pentacles energy and be effective with it, right? Because if you need to enlist the help of your village, right? There's a main player here that can provide you with the things that you need or has the resources that you need in some way. It's important to acknowledge what is under the belly of their grumpiness or their projection. And that is the fact that they feel that there is a huge ending in their life right now. And they're not really open to this change. They're not open to the next chapter. They are not interested in the next chapter. They're only focused on the ending. They're not seeing the future, right? So they're not optimistic about the future. They're not excited about the future. Because again, like I said, they're only focused on the ending here. So this could be a family member, right? Because the village card is out. So something to keep in mind there. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they're not as excited as you are, Leo. All right, let's see how this is going to play through in the rest of your reading. Yeah, these cards mixed up. Okay. All right. So we're going to go and take a deeper dive into your situation. This could also play out with people's situations and circumstances, but it could also be this thing of us breaking down the month for you, right? So what's coming through the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, the end of the month. Okay. So 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's some sadness here. Somebody is experiencing a loss. Somebody feels left out, forgotten. If you feel like it just feels like somebody is definitely turning their back on you. It's making me feel that their dreams, wishes, and hopes for your situation have been, what's the word? Like, broken, right? It's like I thought I had room. They didn't see this playing out the way it's playing out. And this could be you feeling this way about someone else as well. Okay, so it's like if you had goals or like a vision for somebody, it could be a child or something like that, and you saw their situation playing out a certain way, but it's not that way anymore. You can be hurt about that. I mean, there's so much positivity here in the beginning of January. So much. The universe has literally blessed you with a dream come true, a wish come true. I'm feeling bittersweet here with the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Like, you want to be so happy and excited about this blessing, but at the same time, you feel guilty for that because of the Five of Cups person. It's so unfortunate, you know, if you're dealing with a family member who is like this or something. And like people who are important to us, their opinion and preference really take a toll on our decision making or something like that, right? So it feels like that, like you wish you had their approval. Yeah. Well, this ending is happening. Okay. It's happening. It's probably going to happen in the middle of January or in the next 2 to 3 weeks. You may need to go around this person to make it happen. You may need to do it behind their back. You do have some help here. So even though you feel like this was the person that you needed the help from, I think the universe comes through and presents you with another option. And so you are going to take that. Okay. And it seems as though it's almost as though you're running away or you're sneaking away or you're disappearing in the middle of the night here with the Seven of Swords. Somebody in your life also may be triggered by this ending or by this change and start to act out and be a little toxic as well, especially in the middle of January. And I think at that point you realize like, this is not about me, right? Like this is something that they are going through, within themselves. Your situation may have triggered that for them, but I think it was inevitable, whether it was your situation happening or something else. I think that this was ready to come out. Okay. Their darkness and their toxicity, which obviously we know stems from our traumas and all of that, and their inability to identify their behaviors and their feelings and how they affect other people. It's just closed-minded, right? Asleep energy here. And being really, really stubborn. So there could be some tantrums here and some acting out. And, you know, I would just say, you identify this and you see it clearly for what it is, and it hurts. Yes, don't get me wrong, but pray for them, wish them the best, hope that they find the love and the light within them to get through this moment. There's so much beautiful, beautiful energy coming through that it's so unfortunate to be surrounded with all of this negative stuff. So try your best to break through that. And yes, the King of Air is going to be desensitized, or you should be detached. And I know I said earlier, if you are finding yourself detached from where they're coming from or unable to empathize with it, I just didn't know the severity of the situation at that point. I think it is a good idea to detach from it. Maybe there's going to be a conversation this month where maybe there is a heart-to-heart, and you can, because you see it clearly, get past their projection to the underbelly of what it is they're really feeling. so that way you can have a more loving, open conversation with them if possible. I just don't know how rigid they are. Okay, and then let's go into the end of the month. Knight of Cups. The Tower. Tower's been coming out. I feel that this month there's going to be a lot of change happening in everyone's life. Maybe there's a breakthrough. I hope there is a breakthrough, because the Knight of Cups is coming through with an apology here. Ace of Cups. For some of you, it's going to be unexpected that this person actually has this breakthrough and comes with an apology and wants to help and be there for you and be happy and all of those things. For others of you, the bond that you have with this person, the history, whatever this is, the bond is going to be broken here with the Tower card. Okay. Let's see what clarifiers come through. What is the Tower? Four of Cups. Two of Wands. Six of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be some forgiveness here. Somebody is going to choose to give in or get out of this toxic energy. And I think it's going to be a surprise. It's going to hit you out of nowhere. Maybe you've been waiting for it. Maybe there's a message or a text message or a phone call that comes through and somebody's just like, I'm so sorry I've been acting this way. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you. You know, they realize what's happening. It's almost as though they want their way. Like, that's another thing. It's like throwing a tantrum and like being like, like, no, like, if I can't get my way, I'm not going to help you. And this involves your situation, right? This is your reading here. So it's like a battle between what you want, again, going back to the village, what you want for your life compared to what somebody else wants for your life. So when that happens, it's like, what? Like, there's no winning. The other person cannot win, you know, because it's not about them. Okay. But for sure, this is who's going to win, who's going to get their way. And for most of you, this person will budge and will realize, like, okay, like, this is enough of the fight. This is enough of the back and forth. So that's a good thing. All right, so let's get a oracle card and get a takeaway message for you guys. It's a good takeaway message for the Leo for the month of January. That was quick. Attraction. I don't know, somebody is jealous that you are in this Empress / King of Swords energy. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us in our journey toward inner balance and harmony. I think, like I said, you're attracting a lot, right? Like, by you just sticking to your plan, all the things are coming through. Your plan is falling into place. And these opportunities are just presenting themselves one after another here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. And so there's a lot of attention on you because of that. You know, it's almost as though you're a magnet to these things, which is great. And you continue to do that. But with that comes unnecessary attention from other beings, other individuals, or whatever. So, just try not to let that hinder you or stop you or discourage you. I still hear like basking in your abundance, right? So I would just say continue to bask in that, right? Continue to feel good, continue to do the things that provide you with happiness, pleasure, positivity, light, all of this stuff that's happening around you with the people in your life. That's their own stuff that they have to go through. It's their journey, not yours, and try your best to, although meet them with compassion, not allow it to completely deter you from where you're at right now and all of the blessings that the universe is presenting. Okay. All right, Leo, that is your reading for January. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading. Have a wonderful year, 2025, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay. Bye.